YouTube, it's your boy, Mr. Outliner. I'm back today. I got a natural beard trimming video for y'all. So, I done one of these before, but this is natural. No enhancements at all. I redid my beard. I knocked the sides down. So, I'm going to continue to do that. I'm going to fade the sides out a little bit more. Leave the middle pretty thick, right? But we're gonna shape it up. The first thing we want to do is use our adjustable, any clipper adjustable, um, our cordless. This is like a senior, but this is a special edition of the Soul movie from Pixar that I had got. But anyway, you want to open your level up all the way, and then you want to go like at a halfway point up and start fading, right? And I'm just showing you the safe approach. If I wasn't like on camera, I probably would have started maybe halfway, right? Like what I'm doing now, I'm coming down halfway, and you see I'm still staying in the same area, right? So as you go up, you know, the further up you go towards the ear, the closer you want it to be. So this is like me just fading it out, right? Because I'm trying to take away some of the gray, and I'm trying to give a certain look, you know, so it's not so thick. I just want it to be kind of like a nice little blend, like shadow of gray. I don't want it to be super thick in that area, right? This is just a style of, you know, doing your beard. It's different ways that you can do your beard, but this is just a trimming style that I use. Also, you want to take that same clipper close, and then you want to come down and like start to form the beard the way that you want it. If you want it out wide, obviously you don't have to do this, but I kind of want to give a little definition to my beard, so I did it this way. And on the other side, we do the exact same thing. Once you got that done, then like I said, you can kind of just give your beard some texture, some definition, however you want to call it. But I want to give it a certain look, so I kind of angled it, you know, to fit my face. And you can do whatever fits your face, but be very careful with this when you're doing it, because when you're using clippers, as you know, all it takes is one little incident and it'll take off so much hair. So be careful. And I do my beard myself all the time because I just don't like putting the trust of my beard, the only hair that I really have, in somebody else's hand, right? So I do it myself because I did it one time before, and the dude gave me, and he was, you know, dude gave me a chin strap, bro. Like, do I look like a chin strap type of dude or something? Like, what are you doing, right? Anyway, so that's what that was. So I kind of just do it myself, but you see what I'm doing, the steps that I'm taking in order to get the look that I want. Once you knock everything down the way you want to, you can use the Mr. Outliner Detailing Mist for this also, to make sure your line is crispy. Now, this is really for barbers, but if you want to buy it and use it at home in order to do your beard also, I got a beard line coming out, product coming out very soon. Beard moisturizer, beard shampoo. I'm gonna throw that in there too. But anyway, you can put the Mr. Outliner Detailing Mist in order to create the sharp line. So once you get it, everything down to the length that you want, now you can go in and put that line. You see that line? That's crisp. No enhancements on this. Now, the only part that we focus on is right where I pointed at. I'm a little thin right there, but that's okay. I don't have to bring it all the way down. It's ways in order, you can just use the corner of the blade in order to still get that sharp look, right? Like what I'm doing, you can kind of angle it to disguise it, and that's what I did. Now, this is very hard to do on your own, you see what I'm doing, and I'm actually using a mirror in front of me and trying to show you, you know, the camera. I'm holding the mirror in my other hand, right? So this is very difficult. It takes a little time in order to do it and try to make both sides look, you know, in unison, you know, the same on both sides. So doing your own beard is work in itself, you know. And I've been doing it so long to the point to where I can get it, you know, almost perfect every time. You know what I mean? Sometimes because I'm doing it myself, it might not just be perfect, but it's, to the naked eye, to the average person, it looks perfect, right? So make sure you're using the corner of the blade when you're doing your beard, right? And that's gonna help you create a sharper look. Now, after you're done with that, take the corner of your blade and continue to fade out the tips, the sideburn tips, in order to create this look. Now you see I got a little fade on it, and it's a little fuller towards the front, so that's the look that I wanted. And on this side we do the exact same thing. And like I said, you see how I'm holding it? On the other side I can turn and look at it, and on this side it's kind of difficult. So just make sure when you're doing it, you're using the mirror. Make sure you got a good angle to where you can see where you're putting the blade at. I can almost do it in my sleep. Like I said, I can do my own beard like that because I just know where everything is from doing it so much. But if it's like your first time trying to do it, make sure you got the mirror where you can see the side, the top, the bottom. You know, it's angles, so make sure you're using the proper angle to see where you're placing the blade. So your last step here, you just want to get your straight razor. You can use whichever razor. I use the anti-bump spray for a little lubrication. Normally I just do dry shave, but I'm showing you this. I'm looking into the can. It has a flip out where you can see what you're doing. I'm actually using that little small, you know, the small playback of the video to see what I'm doing. I wanted to give you a close-up look, but you can see how I'm putting the line. Make sure you stretch the skin, stretching the skin so you do not nick yourself. It is very easy to cut your skin right here if you don't angle the blade right, you don't use lubrication, and if you don't stretch the skin right. And I'm sure somebody else could probably give me a better straight razor line, you know, if I let somebody do it. But I get a pretty good line, and a lot of times my lines are pretty good to where I don't need the razor. This is just if you want to have like a little added to it. You know what I mean? That money bag, yo, you want that, But anyway, so yeah, so if you want to, make it look a little sharper, give it a little bit more definition, you can. But this is how I do my beard trimming. After you use the razor, if you see anything that's left that you need to clean up, I like to wear my mustache a little thin. I don't like it to go up into my nose. Some people do, to each his own, whatever you like. Trim your lip, right? Right above your lip, you want to trim it to give it a. You see how much better that look once I use the trimmer on top of my lip. So you want to do that too. This is, people been asking me to do a beard video on somebody, and I have before, but I decided to do it on myself because who got a better beard than me, man? You know what I'm saying? Even with the gray. But this is a natural look. This is no enhancements. I really don't need enhancements on my beard. Sometimes I put it on just depending on what I'm doing, how it's going. But I could easily rock it like this. The only thing I don't like about my beard, sometimes like on the right side, it's not as great as on the left side. I can't wait till the day to where everything is totally gray. But anyway, yeah, this is the video. Make sure you follow my other page for fashion tips. I'm doing the Nipsey Hussle marathon, that Miami blue thing with the Pumas that he got. I'm gonna drop that video too. But anyway, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. You know how we do it. Until next time, love, peace, and hair grease.